The year is 1700. You are born on a straw mat. You are one of 84% of the population born as peasants. Here is your first statistic. 25% to 30% of babies in this room will die before their first birthday. You are your mother's 5th pregnancy, but only the 3rd to survive. Your value to the state? 0. You are human livestock. 1703. You are 3. The ground splits. A magnitude 8.2 earthquake hits Kanto. While 5,000 people die instantly in the fires of Edo, you survive in the freezing mud. Rice prices spike by 20% overnight because storehouses collapsed. You are cold, and suddenly, food is 1/5 more expensive. 1705. You are 5. Your diet is 90% millet, barely keeping you alive. But look at that stray dog. Under the dog shogun's laws, the penalty for killing it is death. That dog has more rights than you. 50% of children your age won't make it to adulthood, yet the government spends taxes protecting stray animals. 1707. Noon turns to midnight. Mount Fuji erupts. For weeks, volcanic ash buries your fields under 10 centimeters of gray sludge. This causes an 80% crop failure in your region. The shogunate demands 400,000 ryo in taxes for repairs, but you are coughing up black ash and starving. 1710. Childhood is canceled. You are 10. You don't go to school. Rural literacy is under 10%. Instead, you work 12 hours a day carrying buckets of human waste to fertilize fields. The new Hoi coin in your pocket has less gold than before, meaning your labor is worth less every single day. 1715. You shave your head. You are a man. You stand 155 centimeters tall, stunted by malnutrition. You work 14 hours a day during harvest, sweating blood, only to hand over 50% to 60% of your rice to the tax collector. You keep the leftovers. You are working for a 40% keep. 1720. You are 20. You get married to survive. Let's do the math. You earn the equivalent of 60 copper mon a day. A bag of rice costs 60 mon. Your net profit is 0. A bowl of soba noodles costs 16 mon. That's 25% of your daily wage. You can't afford it. You are young, strong, and financially dead. 1725. Smallpox hits the village. It kills 30% of infected children, including one of yours. Japan's population is hard-capped at 30 million because the land is exhausted. You buy dried sardines for fertilizer on credit, gambling your future against a harvest that hasn't happened yet. 1730. Economic disaster. The harvest was too good, so rice prices crashed to 0.6 ryo. You sell your crop for pennies, but your loan shark still demands his 20% interest. You work twice as hard to pay off a debt that never shrinks. A cup of sake costs 40 mon, but you're drinking water. 1732. Hell on Earth. The Great Kyoho Famine. Locusts and cold rain destroy 75% of the crops. 1 million people. That's 3% of the entire population will die of starvation or disease. You are eating acorns and ground up tree bark. You watch your neighbors walk into the mountains to die so their kids can eat the last handful of straw. 1735. You survived, but you've lost 15% of your body weight. You look like a skeleton. You buried your father this year. Now you plant sweet potatoes, a new crop that produces calories on bad land. You are 35, but your body feels like it's 60. 1740. Your body is failing. 90% of people your age have parasites from unsanitary fertilizer. Your back is permanently bent. At night, you weave straw sandals to earn a few coins, but inflation has made lamp oil cost 40 mon. You can't afford light, so you work in the dark. 1745. You are 45. Statistically, less than 40% of the men born in 1700 are still alive. You hand the heavy plow to your son. A cotton kimono costs 600 mon, That is 10 days of total wages. You will never own one. You own nothing but your debt. 1,750. You catch a winter fever. For most men your age, this is the end. But you survive. You formally retire. Inkyo. You are now a dependent. Your son feeds you. You have beaten the average life expectancy, becoming a statistical anomaly in a world that kills the weak. 1,755. You are 55. There are 0 dentists in your province. Your teeth rot and fall out. You can no longer chew vegetables. You survive on soft rice gruel. You are a mouth to feed that cannot work. In a survival economy, you are a burden. 1,760. You are 60. Kanreki. Only 10% of the people born in 1700 are still here. You wear the red vest. You are a village legend, but the government is rotting. Bribes are now the law of the land, and the tax burden is shifting back to the peasants. 1,765. You are 65. A cataract blinds your left eye. Surgery exists in Edo, but it costs hundreds of ryo, more money than your village sees in a year. You go blind for free. Meanwhile, merchants in the city are getting fat on sugar and corruption. 1770. You are 70. Less than 3% of your generation is alive. You are a living fossil. 4 generations of your family, 10 to 12 people, live in this one tiny hut. It is crowded, loud, and you are always cold. 1,772. The sky glows orange. The Great Meiwa Fire burns 14,000 people to death in Edo. Ash falls on your village again, just like it did 65 years ago. The prices of food double overnight. The cycle of destruction is endless. 1775. You are 75, bedridden, incontinent. Inflation is spiking again. You see the look in your family's eyes. You fear ubasute, being left in the mountains to die to save money. You pray for a natural death before economics makes the choice for them. 1,780. It ends here. You are 80. You stop eating. Your heart stops. You die on the same dirt floor where you were born. You live double the average life expectancy. You survived earthquakes, eruptions, and famines. You were a statistic, but you won. The math is finally over. So, be honest. Would you survive a 60% tax rate and the threat of instant execution just to live in the age of samurai? Or would you crumble in the rice fields? Comment your verdict below. If you survived this video, smash that like button, share this history with a friend, and subscribe to Human Stats for more reality checks. See you in the next era.